Welcome, beautiful people. This is the results video after only eating fruit for 31 days in our Fruitanuary challenge. So I am here to just show everybody that I did not die of protein deficiency, B12 deficiency. Everything's good. I'm alive. My hair kept growing. I purposely grew my hair out. If you want to go back and watch the video at the start of January, you can see this is 1 month of hair growth. My fingernails kept growing. Everything kept happening, and I was only eating fruit for 31 days. And if you remember in the first video when I invited you to join this challenge, I've been on the fruitarian path for about 5 years now, and I've eaten mostly fruit. So most of my meals are fruit. I did occasionally have cooked foods. I was not super strict, but my inner guidance told me January, time to get 100% fruitarian. So that's exactly what I did. And I've got some of the stars of the show here. Watermelons. With a watermelon, I would just cut that in half, and that's basically 2 meals. I'll have one half is one meal, one half is the other meal. I did 6 days just on watermelon, 100%. One of my friends on Facebook, he did 108 days. Shout out Bobby Smith, 108 days, only watermelons. And Kev Ramon did 160 days, only watermelons. These are a star of the show, these organic oranges. These are mandarins, absolutely love them. This is one meal for me. So when you do mono fruit, this is a whole meal. This is 6 mandarins is a meal for me. And it's like £1.50, so it's really cheap too. And then the stars of the show, bananas, a go-to staple. And you get different kinds of bananas. I actually like the small ones the best, but these are pretty good. And you can do all sorts with these. They're very versatile. You can make them into ice cream, make them into whatever you want. And I might eat 3, usually 4 of these kind of big bananas is one meal. So I've been sharing my journey with you all, and in the first video I wanted a metric to be able to test how things were and just to show and I guess illustrate what it's like after 31 days. So I did some push-ups on the camera. I did 23 push-ups is what I counted, but some of you said it was 27, and I said I would come back after the 31 days and do the push-ups again. I have been going to the gym. I haven't been working out any differently really over this whole January. I have been still going to the gym. I actually got a personal best in the gym. I lifted 100 kgs on the incline bench press machine. So 100 kgs is, for me, always been a nice level of strength to be at. I think if you can lift 100 kgs, you can basically do anything, practically in life. I don't think you really need to lift more than that. And, even if you can't lift 100 kgs, as long as you can lift 50, you're probably going to be good. If you need to help a child or someone falls over or something. And I'm going to do the push-ups for you now. So let's see. So I counted 23 last time, but some of you in the comments said I actually did 27. So let's see how many we do today. And I encourage all of you, if you are interested, go and fruit up, start incorporating more fruits. I was 82 kgs at the start on the 1st of January. I just weighed myself. I am now 76.4 kgs. So I've dropped, quick maths, 5.5 kgs, 5.5 kgs in 31 days. So if you're interested in weight loss, it's obviously a great way too. I was carrying some excess fat because of the things I was eating that weren't fruit. So I shared all about that in the previous video, but yeah, everyone finds their own way to do this. And what I have found with the fruit, and when you are strict with it, it's the same when I do raw vegan as well. When there's no heavy food in your system, because heavy food like bread and animal products, they weigh you down like energetically, is my experience. It makes it easier to be grounded when you've got heavy food inside you. When you only have light food, there's nowhere to run. You become extra sensitive, which is great if you know how to use your superpowers, which is one of the things I teach people to do in our Curate course. If you want to learn how to use your energy. Being raw vegan, being fruitarian is a powerful path, because when emotions come up, you don't suppress it with food, which is the go-to move, right? We suppress it. Oh, I'm feeling something, I'm just going to eat, and the feelings go away because it weighs you down energetically. So I've found I've been very sensitive over these last 31 days, and you probably know I'm a dad. I've got 2 daughters, a 3-year-old and a 10-month-old, and got my wife. And when you're a family person and you are very sensitive, and especially our baby, she's had some challenges sleeping and stuff. When you're extra sensitive, it makes it even more important to do your grounding practices. And I do know a lot of very connected people who literally use food as a tool because they can't handle being so high vibe. They can't handle how it feels when you're not using food as a crutch. And it's an interesting path. So go and play with it, experiment with it. Just try fruit, 100% fruit for like 5 days, see how you feel. Try it for 7 days, 14, or do 30 days, or whatever you like. I really encourage everybody to find their own way to be. You don't have to do it my way. I'm just documenting it, so hopefully we can inspire you all. But please find your way. So let's go into the push-ups and let's see. Keep count with me this time. Okay, I counted 31 that time. How many did you count? So after 31 days eating 100% fruit, I've gotten stronger. I already knew that because I got a personal best in the gym, and I track. This is a trick, by the way, if you don't do this when you go weight training or if you do calisthenics. Keep a record. I use the notes on my phone of what you did, and then the next week just try and do 1 more rep or add a little bit more weight. So 31 push-ups. Not winning any world records, but I'm strong. I'm strong enough. I'm strong enough for everything that I need to do, and I just keep trying, pushing myself more, a bit more weight, an extra rep every time. And if you're interested, go look up fruitarian bodybuilders. So there's this whole myth and misconception about protein and what you actually need. So here's my take on this. If you are thinking, and maybe you have these negative thoughts, and it's really important to address your subconscious beliefs, because if you believe you need protein, you do. If you believe you need animals, you do. If you believe you need to whatever, right? If you believe you can thrive on fruits, you can. So go and start looking at fruitarian bodybuilders. Go check out on Instagram, just type in fruitarian bodybuilders, loads. But Ted Carr, he's a great one. He eats 2,000 calories a day. He stops eating at 12 p.m. every day, so he intermittent fasts from 12 p.m. so that's the end of his eating window. And he takes 100% fruits. He started doing some sprouts. Oh, if you watched the first video, I did say I might try some sprouts, sprouted alfalfa and stuff, but I didn't feel right, so I just stuck to fruits. And there's an ultra marathon runner who ran 100 kilometers. He was purely fruitarian. He did loads of those 100k races on 100% fruit. So start opening your mind to what's possible and go research breatharians. If you've never researched breatharianism, it's absolutely fascinating, because there are people who eat nothing, drink nothing, and they are thriving, strong, connected, healthy. How is that possible? Well, something to play with, isn't it? What do you really believe this world is? If you've ever watched the Matrix movie, Morpheus says, do you think that's air you're breathing? You know, do we really need to consume animals? Because what do animals eat to get their protein? Plants. Fruits have all the amino acids that you need to build protein. So if you don't know this, your body, when you eat protein, has to break that protein down into amino acids. Amino acids are like the Lego building blocks. Then it builds those Lego blocks, those amino acids, back up into proteins, because the protein that a cow has is different to the proteins that you need for your muscles and your cells. So it's a very intensive process. We just cut the middle person out, cut the animals out, go straight to the source, straight to the fruits. You get everything you need. So go fill your subconscious mind, fill your timeline with all these amazing fruitarians. I love following vegan bodybuilders as well. And I used to be a carnivore. I used to do Atkins. I used to eat 2 chickens a day. I met my wife in a KFC. I used to eat McDonald's breakfast. I used to eat all sorts of crap all the time and drink alcohol heavily, totally abusing my body. Now I take care of my body. I try my best to make good choices, make healthy choices. It's like a vehicle. You know, if you had the $300,000 Lamborghini, would you fill it with junk? Would you put junk in the petrol cap? Of course not. You'd put the best fuel, wouldn't you? You wouldn't even put cheap fuel, because you know it would ruin the vehicle. So why do we put this cheap fuel in our bodies? Why do we put these high salt, high sugar, artificial chemicals in our bodies? Fruit up, friends. I'd love to hear in the comments your experiences. If you did try fruit, if you tried Fruitanuary, if you've got any questions, and if I can help you in any way on your journey, just let me know.